What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself, a guitar player at that. Today I'm going to be doing a Patreon Platinum request for Sekanua Ride and also Googleplex. This is a big popular request that's been requested forever. This is Guilty Gear Strive, Mirror of the World, aka Bacon's theme. I'm going to say Bacon. I don't know how to say it, but Bacon is way cooler because bacon. Don't know anything about this. Although being a little bit in the fighting game community, I know a little bit that she's somewhat new or recent. That's all I know. But what I do know is that as soon as this came out, which was in, well, this one was in January, so I don't know if it's, either way, it's kind of recent. It's been requested like crazy. So without further ado, Mirror of the World. Hopefully our faces get melted. If this is your first Guilty Gear video, by the way, I discovered Guilty Gear on this channel. I never played it, and I love everything that comes out of it. Let's go. Ooh. Whammy bar. Off to a good start. Clean guitar in Guilty Gear is the first time I hear that. There is no way this song is not going to come alive and beat my ass right now. I thought I messed with the video. Is that a 7-string? Let's go! Daisuke is amazing, bro. Oh my god. What was that laugh? What's up with the whole tribal singing? Chorus section. There is a lot of low end to the song, a lot of bass, and the guitars are, I think they're tuned down. Oh, that was sick. Guitar players know what that was. This game is unreal, dude. Little guttural vocal. Oh, shit. Oh. This riff is amazing. Oh yeah, singing over too. Oh, that bass. I do love that pause into the chorus. Makes it sound way more. Solo? What the? Oh my god. Keyboard solo? Ugh.
If I had a comrade,
I need water.
I wonder what I would tell them. Yes, I knew the answer.
Oh.
It's never over yesterday. No, don't stand still. My vengeance will be sacrifice. The pain kill the pain. The hardest road lies ahead. I will be a mirror of the world.
I noticed he always has a song title. Let it be known that I wrote so many things down that my pen ran out of ink. It just completely like turned into like scratch. So I don't even know what it says there unless I like. I'm not gonna talk about the song too much because we can just all agree that the song was badass. Okay, the song was great. We all heard it. But damn, was there emphasis on like the low end? The bass was super chonky and distorted as well. The guitars were interesting. I couldn't really tell. To me, it sounded like they were detuned at least a whole step. So D standard, D G C F A D, or a 7-string. Although I didn't really get a lot of. It's possible, but I didn't hear a lot of the thickness from a 7-string. I just heard a darker tone. Which is totally plausible. You know, I think every band should experiment with different tunings. Out of all the 8 guitars it's not even in frame, but I have one over here, and that's one that I keep in D standard. It's my drop tune guitar. Anyways, so this had a lot of emphasis on kind of like more of a darker tonality, and it just sounds heavier in that aspect. Holy crap! The way this guy writes. Composes music is so crazy. He'll go from this to like a swing beat and then come back. It started off slow with this like chorus guitar section, and I knew it was gonna pick up. There was like no way. It's Guilty Gear, right? It's like this is gonna pick up. But when it did, I just never knew where it was gonna go. I did notice a couple of new things in this one where they had like this kind of tribal vocal, this like chant type thing, and I don't know if that's associated with the character at all. But you know, at the very end there was like this kind of like Chinese sounding section that I don't know how to explain besides that it sounded like that. So I don't know if that's where this character's from. I don't even know what I heard. It was just bizarre. The solo was crazy. It had all these little guitar techniques. It had a little pick scrape in there that we heard. That's like when the I don't know when it was, but it happened one time where everything dropped out and then you hear like, and that's basically like the pick at the very, very base of the strings, or at the very, very, very headstock, making this really high-pitched, weird, ugly, stupid noise. It's usually used for like memes and stuff. But beyond all that, I want to mention something. The last time I mostly do Strive here. I have a lot of Guilty Gear requests. Don't get me wrong, from Xrd, XX. I have a lot of stuff, but I mostly do Strive as far as the what people want. And in my last video that I did, which wasn't too long ago, maybe like a week ago for Guilty Gear, a lot of the comments were like, "Hey, check out this video, check out this video, check out this video." Because I asked, I'm like, I heard that there was a bunch of like little references to other stuff in Guilty Gear, but holy crap, was I not ready for the answer that I got. So funny enough, people kept recommending a video by Hurtbox TV. Check out this video. And it's so funny because I know Hurtbox. Like, we know each other. You know, we both played fighting games, so we are aware of each other. And I had no idea that they made this video. And I saw that whole video. It was like 30 minutes. Holy crap. Shout out to him, by the way, for putting the time and effort to find all that. Dude, I felt like a kid in a toy store watching that video. I'm like, oh my god, there's so many references to metal and rock and all these musical acts everywhere. Ride the Lightning, blah blah blah, like, just like, what? Like, I'm surprised I don't play this game based on how many freaking Easter eggs and callbacks and homages to metal there are in this game. It's absurd. And it's so funny because I was like playing along, even though I don't know any of the characters or backstories or anything. Every time in the video they were talking about something, I tried to guess it before the actual answer was revealed, and I got most of them. But yeah, big shout out to Hurtbox for actually making that, because I just thought it was I just thought it was a couple, and I didn't even realize that some were like right in front of my face, like Slayer. Right? I never even put that thought together. I just thought that was a character's name, but I'm like, oh, duh, Slayer. So it just kind of shows that this series has a lot of love and passion around it. Daisuke is like a madman who is giving us this gift of this game, which looks incredible, apparently plays incredible, I don't know, sounds incredible, and is sprinkled with love of the genre. Those are real songs, dude. Those are real riffs, those are real guitars, those are real band. And I totally get what people say when it's like an album that comes with an album that comes with a game. I always confuse that, and it's so true. But the way he sings also is just so fantastic to me, because you can tell English is not his native language, so it sounds almost sounds like a parody. I know it's not. I know he's actually trying, which is great, but I just can't help but think that it sounds kind of like a parody. And I don't mean that in any mean way, it's just the way he sounds. But it sounds cool, though. Like, it sounds cool, and then he can go really low, and then he can just shift all these genres, and then he sings really nice, too. I just don't know what to say about Guilty Gear. I just gush over it, and now that I know all these little things that it has, probably will still never play it, just because I don't have time, and, but I can definitely appreciate it for what it is. And it's just kind of staggering. It's insane. This game is insane, and the music is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's ever gonna let me down. Here's a fun question. I've asked this to I've asked this to the Persona community, to the Final Fantasy XIV community, and to some others. I think Sonic as well. But now I'm asking the Guilty Gear community: is there a bad song in this game? In the series? If you can't think of one in the game, then maybe one in the series. I'm very curious. Is there one that just everyone kind of unanimously like, oh yeah, well, or is this just 100% bangers? Bias aside, let me know your answer because I'm very curious. I want to know what your guys' definition of bad is. So that's all I got. That was great. That was fantastic. That was well worth the hundreds to thousands of requests that I've got for that. Mirror of the World. I'm gonna say Bacon. Their name is Bacon now. Bacon's team. Bacon's team. Thank you to Googleplex and Sekai no Right for that. If you want to make a request to me as well, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine, and they guarantee that I will check out your song, if you do not mind waiting. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum tier, which expedites your request to the very top, eliminating the wait. A big thank you to Aiden, Justin, Kevin, Moon Knight, Rogue Monk, Solid Bullet 066, Your Average Metalhead, Lord Daddy, Sekai no Right for being part of that, and again, Googleplex for also requesting it. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you, Guilty Gear fans, for basically changing my life. And a big shout out to Herbox. I'll leave his video in the description. And that's it. Let us move on and wait till the next one. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Thank you, Guilty Gear. Thank you, Daisuke. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take it easy.